Welcome back!
Whoa.
I know.
Whoa.
I know. By announcing it doesn't have the same effect.
Goodness.
By announcing it doesn't have the same effect, baby. Welcome back.
This is true.
Oh man, I should have definitely looked at which one was our episode. Would this be a flash episode or a super? No, because we planned it.
Super episode. I'm
Super,
down with that.
this is like
like
a
that.
regular super episode number
Super
one.
episode.
Yes, episode, let's say 24, 25, or 26. You for sure see the sign of the number of the episode whenever you're watching this. What an interesting situation with regards to what's been going on. Some introductions that are happening today. Of course, our co-host, Mr. Jajacinto.
I'd like to say happy Cinco de Mayo to all my people out there. I had it backwards. Cinco de Mayo in the house.
Cinco de Mayo!
And,
Independence of Mexico, right? That's
Yeah, see, and this is exactly
Mexico's
it.
free today! Finally! The Mexicans...
See, this is the thing, man. It happens every year. Every year, someone comes up to me and says, "Hey, happy Mexican Independence Day." Just like, it's not Mexican Independence Day. So just a reminder for folks out there who don't know, Cinco de Mayo is the first battle. And it's very Mexican, typical Mexican, right? Like, we celebrate immediately. We won the first battle, party! Like, yeah, we still gotta win the war, man. Like, no, party. Matter of fact, we lost the next battle because we were all hungover.
Oh,
so that's
we don't celebrate that. That's the 6 de Mayo. Las 6 de Mayo. Ain't nobody celebrating 6 de Mayo.
Everybody's sleeping in on 6 de Mayo.
Okay.
Right? So that's the first battle. It was a town called Puebla. Then in September, much later, then we got our independence on September 16th. So shout out to my dear whose birthday is the most Mexican person on earth that I know. Her birthday is on September 16th.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, that's what it is.
There you go. History lesson from Jacinto. It's one of the extra values that we get here.
There you go.
All right, cool. And then some special guest, Mr. Richard Gamez.
Thank you. Appreciate having me here.
Hey, man, thanks for coming along. A mechanical design drafting professional. And actually, and then also, I guess, news entrepreneur, connoisseur. Technology news connoisseur situation. A little financial news connoisseur situation. We're all connoisseurs to some level. Until you know what I'm saying? We're not connoisseurs. Yeah, that's right. And he's going through the journey of entrepreneurship. He's learning. We're going through these similar experiences. That's right. I've given him as much information as I can with regards to the discovery situation of the membership, dude. I've given him this if you can get this to get the membership. This is it. And now he's like, let me check out these episodes you keep telling me about. And so he's here.
That's what you get with the premium advantage. Don't forget, subscribe to our channel down below.
Subscribe to the channel. That's right. And so some of the projects that he's developing, that he's working on, is he's ultra familiarizing himself with Audis, right? With the situation of Audis. So he's
Audis?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm actually building a shop out in Magnolia. I have the all the material already to lay down yard. I'm working with him to get the LLC set up and get the building erected.
Cool. I'm not an attorney, but I show people ways where you can get the LLC and get things rolling. Sometimes there's a barrier of entry that is not needed, especially if you're like not really quite operating, but you're looking to set it up so that you can have like your deductions maybe in place and things of that nature as you have these expenses. So it's part of the nature of it.
So what is it about Audis? Why Audis? What made you?
Man, I think it must have been because my dad growing up, he always had one, a real old one, and then my first car was actually a '98 Audi A6 that I bought for like $500 from one of my dad's coworkers. It was having a bunch of problems and this and that, and it turned out it was just a couple of vacuum hoses.
Wow.
They wore out over time, so they were just leaking. So I replaced those. The car was running. I used it for a couple months, flipped it for like $2,500, and went and bought another Audi and just kept it going after that.
That's smart. Yeah, that's how you do it, man. You find a hustle and then you go. That's exactly right.
Yeah, it's been pretty good so far. So I've been sticking with Audi. I got my software that's specific for Audi, so I've been digging more into those specifically. But I want to branch out into a Porsche as well. It's the same family of vehicles, so hopefully it won't be too bad of a jump to be able to learn that as well.
Man, that's awesome. See, that reminds me of well, it's all about hustling, right? But using how you do it and making it your own. It reminds me of I think I've told you about the consignment store. There's a consignment store in Vegas. It is the largest consignment store in the world, shoe consignment store in the world. This particular, the owner of it, consignment special. It's a special, and he's completely changed the mall game. Even every store around his store is now doing consignment because everybody's buying stuff online. Nobody goes to the mall as much, and not as much as more. right, as they used to. So he figured out a way to start making money, and now everybody else in the mall is also doing consignment. They're also doing a bit of a game with it. So before I go to that, let me tell you his history. So he was actually homeless.
Oh wow.
In Vegas, he was from LA. Then he moved to Vegas. He was just like a rough life type of thing, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, he ends up homeless in Vegas. He's homeless, sleeping outside of this particular place, and outside this place they have a shoe drop, right? So anybody who don't knows about shoe drops, that's when they the first day they premiere a brand new shoe.
Okay.
So people sleep outside the store, same thing like any big concert or any big premiere, people sleep outside. They camp out, right?
Yeah.
So he was outside and he saw this shoe drop at people show up at like 2 in the morning to wake up to do it, right? So he's there because he's homeless.
So life has brought him to this moment where now he's lost so much and he's homeless.
In front of a place where there's
It's like,
people lining
I got
up.
nowhere else to go.
Where there's people lining up in front of him, and he's like, "What's going on?" And he had never heard of this shoe drop, right? So they're like, "The shoe drop today." We talking about he's like, they're like the Jordan whatever is coming out today, and he's like, "Don't know, homeless, don't care," right? So he's like, "What is this?" They tell him, and they're like, "Dude, if you're right here, like, why don't you just stand in line with us and you can be one of the first?" He's like, "I ain't got no money." They're like, "Well, look, this is something." Long story short, he goes and begs for money for however many days to earn enough money for the next shoe drop. Goes, he have nothing to do, so he goes and he's.
I'm already homeless.
He's like, "This is where I was gonna sleep
I'm
anyway."
first in line.
It's not bad anyway.
Right.
It's perfect. So he's there. He gets his first pair of Jordans, flips it for however $100 after that, right? Does it again, does it again, does it again. Next thing you know, now he is a multi-millionaire, almost billionaire, with the largest consignment shoe store in Vegas. It's called Urban Necessities. So I went to go check this out last time I was in Vegas, and so now to the future. So when I got there, I'm just like, why is there a line? Like all the other stores are doing their thing, but there's a line in this one store. And yes, it's enormous. It's like the size of Bad Astronaut.
Okay,
it's enormous,
yeah, I got you.
right? And I'm like, yeah, it's enormous, but like, why is it? So they have a rope, like a club, and they have a super hot girl with a clipboard, like a VIP type of situation.
Yeah.
So there's a line. So you go up to the line, I go up to the line, I wait like 10, 15 minutes to get in. I'm like, man, this is popular, right? So they can't let you see him very well. I get in, there's like nobody there. I'm like, why did I just wait? Because they create that mystique of like, man, this place is popping, right? People walk by and see like there's a line and a rope and a hot girl with the clipboard, right? So it makes you want to go. So as I walk out, as I go in, I start noticing all the other stores in the area in that particular spot. It's at the fashion show mall, and it's at the Forum Shops in Caesars. I start noticing all the other stores are doing the same thing with ropes and hot girls and clipboards, and I'm like, he's changing the mall game. Not only are these folks doing their own thing like that, but they're also, I walk in these stores, they're all doing consignment. You can't even buy the stuff. You have to get it from someone else through online. They're displaying it. Yeah. Man, that's how you use the time, your motivation, your effort, and your hustle to just create something, man.
So
that's what just reminded me of. That's inspiring.
Gotcha.
Dude.
So sell everything. Go to Vegas, gamble it out, lose it. Lose it. You got if you don't lose it. That's right. If you're not homeless,
the right store.
Moral of the story.
I hope you picked the right store. I hope you picked the right store.
That's what I heard.
That's a big part of the equation. A lot of homeless people at the wrong store.
It could be any store, man. You know what? Vegas is famous for all that like sex toys and stuff. You could be the first one to sell like the most amazing penis dildo thing ever. Like you never know.
Okay.
For real. There was a guy. No, seriously, there's a guy on that show 90 Day Fiance. I don't know if anybody else watched that. My mom loves it.
98 what?
90 Day Fiance.
90 Day Fiance.
Yeah, it's the latest thing. It's really hot, right? So yeah, my mom got me hooked on it recently. Shout out to my mom. And there's a dude on there who is super rich, and he's a part of the show, but that's not what the show is about. It's about a different thing. They just talk about but he is super rich off of selling fake penises.
Oh, really?
Not like dildos, but like fake penises for people.
Kind of says the same thing.
Oh,
to wear,
a
like
millionaire.
Wearables. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
for wearables. Apparently, it's a thing where people want to have like a bulge when they walk around.
Oh, okay.
Showing in their
I
pants.
gotcha.
So I was just like, what? There's a market for that? Yeah. But there is, and the dude's a millionaire. That's why I'm like, I can't hate on anybody selling anything.
Well, especially like the gays, the gay community.
Dude, LGBTQ, that's what it's all about.
The bulge?
The particular person in the show is trans.
Oh.
So they wanted to have something in their pants showing, and apparently they figured it out, there's a market for all kinds of people who want that.
Yeah.
It's just like, dude, how did we go from Audis to dildos? Is
Right,
that's what I wanna
right.
For real. That's
know. It's all my fault. I'm
It's
sorry.
I know.
entertaining. It
It's all my fault.
100%.
It catches people's
It's
attention. There you go.
100%.
I am the hot chick with the clipboard right now. I'm sorry.
Okay, because definitely
I got
people want
nothing
to
to
hear
say.
about dildos.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my
See what
goodness.
happens when
Next.
you start talking about these?
Oh my
You
goodness.
made it nervous
The water
already.
starts going all over the place. We haven't even, she hasn't
okay,
even been
it's
introduced.
okay.
She hasn't even been
Oh,
introduced.
that's right. Shall we?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I
The
don't think
intro.
so.
The intro to
man.
Miss Shelly Castle.
Hi, I'm Shelly Castle.
Yay! We made it to the intros.
Yes.
Impeccablerideshares.com.
All right.
Intriguing stories. We're going from specialist, semi-specialization. What's happening here?
Clapping noise. Clapping noise. Sorry, I'm late.
Yeah, we're going from Audi's,
Yes.
Audis to dildos.
Yes, that is
and
correct.
Now,
Yes.
you know,
Impeccable
you gotta,
rashes.
sure,
Yes,
you gotta
that
get
should be
that
the title of this
impeccable
episode.
ride for that Cinco de Mayo celebration.
Ah,
Yes, yes,
There
yes,
you
yes.
go.
This is amazing. Yes, amazing story. On how we met. We met today. We
Oh.
met today. Cheers to meeting today and hustling
Yeah.
and
Cheers
working
to meeting
today.
all of y'all
Yeah,
today.
Yes, that's
cheers.
right.
Yes,
Everybody met here today.
I just met you
Yeah,
today.
yeah,
Really
yeah.
nice
Hey,
to
nice to meet you, sir.
I'm down with that, man. That's good.
We're at an event at the Ion called Cup of Joy, which they have every Friday morning.
Okay.
And we essentially met each other, started exchanging information, and we noticed that we're kind of in the same market, but a different market. And it's one of the things that we offer with the membership is a streamlined connection between these situations. You know what I mean?
Right,
What happened to the music and the clapping?
know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hello. And so as we started to kind of talk and discuss and see the vendors, I understood that she does party bus. She does party buses. She has a party bus business. Is that right?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about your party bus business, or everything about your party bus
Okay,
business.
well, basically, I started it about a year ago, January of 2022, and
That's year and 4 months. People are always looking for that. How much
Yes,
experience?
a year
Like,
and
each
4
month is an
months.
experience.
It
You could
is.
call it seasons. We
It
go
really
through
is.
seasons. You go through seasons though, also, though, right?
Well, yes. Well, a year and 4 months, but I've been a rideshare driver for 6 years.
Oh man, you've been in the
A
market.
party
Wow.
rideshare driver, so I have the
Wait.
party vibe.
Party rideshare driver?
Yes, I know.
How does
Yeah.
that happen?
Well,
right.
I just put everything in my car: karaoke, lights, music.
The car is
drinks.
outside right now.
I have drinks.
Really?
I think we need to go take a ride.
Yeah, we could go get you a drink.
Man, that's cool.
We'll
I got
finish
the
the
ice
episode
already
over there.
on it, so you
So
know.
what? So how does that? Yeah. So go ahead, continue.
Okay.
How does it work?
Well, basically, I partnered with a party bus company. So they have party buses, charter buses, stretch limos,
Take you anywhere.
and sprinter vans. And I'm a party black SUV limo driver. So I have a Ford Expedition
Yeah.
XLT Max,
Mhm.
and he's seen it. It has
Yeah.
the party vibe. I got drinks,
You think I
karaoke,
just bring anybody here?
No,
a
please.
drum set, a tambourine, a Mexican bongos,
Let me see this car.
everything for a party on wheels. I was put in the Business Insider as
Very cool,
Houston's
dude.
Party on Wheels. Houston's Party on Wheels.
That's what it's called? What's it called? I'm
No.
sorry.
Well, it's impeccable right chair.
Oh, hey, party on wheels. Go get that one real
Yeah,
quick.
you should, dog.
Party
You
on-
should. That'd be a good IG, right?
Said in the wrong business.
Party on wheels.
Yeah, Houston Party on Wheels.
I'm down with that.
Dug it. Give them
Yeah,
free
so
exposure.
if you're ever in need of a ride, snag an Impeccable ride with Impeccable Ride Share.
Boom! There's our first
Boom.
commercial in the show. Very
Alright.
I
good.
know. With that, yes.
Yeah, I
It's
had
the
to
first time for everything.
I had to
It's the first
create a
time for everything.
slogan at all these
Business
networking
session.
events. I had a guy help me create
Yeah,
that.
yeah, awesome.
He said, if
awesome.
you're in need of a ride, snag an Impeccable ride with Impeccable Ride Share.
I love
Very
it.
cool.
Bring
There
it.
you
I have a
go.
question about party situations with ride shares, because I've done it many times back in the day when I used to drink a lot. Like a lot. How do y'all handle out of control situations? Like people throwing up or wearing a Speedo and jumping into a pool?
Well, for me,
Just,
I
don't know
don't
why I'm
care.
pointing here.
I mean, I
I
don't
wonder
care.
what that story was.
You can get in because I mean, I
Look
said,
it up.
just like I said, we're really I'm for
can
like
relate.
the LGBT community.
Okay.
I mean, I support anyone. I don't discriminate. So they get in, however you want to dress. I do not discriminate.
Great.
You can go jump in the pool if you want. I'll take you to the pool. Okay.
You're not breaking the pool in my car, though.
Yeah, but if
We'll
you
stay
throw
where it
up,
stays.
of course, you got to pay a fee.
Yeah.
You know, for the cleanup, just like
Gotcha.
Uber and Lyft.
Look at that.
So you take. So I'm guessing y'all take a deposit and
Yeah,
then
take a
yes,
deposit.
and then so how do they? Can they book you online? Do they have to come to?
You can actually book me online.
Okay.
You can book me in my app. I have an app
Okay.
on the Google Play Store, and he's putting it on the Apple.
What's the name of the app?
Impeccable Rideshare.
Impeccable Rideshare, straight up. All right,
Yeah,
we'll have
just
the links
like-
there at the bottom.
Yeah, just like Uber and Lyft, it's on the Google Play Store, and it's fixing to be on the Apple Play Store.
Do you have a crazy story of something random or interesting that happened? Like Dennis Rodman showed up, did cartwheels in your show. Like, what kind of? Do you have anything crazy or wild that you can share with us that's ever happened?
Well, I mean, everybody's just been fun and
that's
twerking
awesome.
and backing their
Twerk
ass
contest.
up. I
Yeah.
mean, the girls backing their ass
Yeah, yeah.
up, guys backing their ass up. I had Christmas
awesome.
time. I had mistletoe in my car.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
The wildest kiss was two gay guys.
Oh.
Man,
Just going at it
they
forever?
were just going at it forever. I was like, wow. I was like, man,
That's
I think
love.
I think I was getting turned on. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
I was like, where's my
Wow.
love? Where's my
Mistletoe,
mistletoe?
mistletoe, mistletoe,
Where's my mistletoe?
see how it is. See how it is for
Right.
Christmas time, huh?
Yeah.
See how...
Where's my Mr. Right? You know, it's like I'm still looking for Mr. Right. So, you know, I was like, damn. I was like, get it, get it. I told him, I said,
That's genius.
I ain't hating. You know,
That's
I'm not
genius,
hating.
dude.
And I mean, they just have fun. You know, I do the mistletoe, I do the Christmas light tours, we do airport trips,
Oh, okay.
and also we can turn it off. You know, we can turn off the party for business clients.
Yeah.
Ah,
We do
okay.
company events, company parties, company Christmas party,
Yeah.
company trips.
Yeah.
So y'all can turn it up, turn it out, turn it down,
Yeah,
whatever y'all
whatever
want.
you want.
That's awesome.
But
have
of course-
have you seen the giant party robot?
I've seen the giant bird robot. I can't believe you're missing
crazy.
it.
That
I can't believe you're
is
missing it.
crazy.
Yeah,
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 I
yeah.
haven't really
Just
seen
rent
it, but I heard about
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
it's literally like it's a dude on stilts.
It
and he
looks
looks
like-
like a transformer basically.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
got a
yeah.
giant
I've
boom.
seen the Predator. You
Yeah.
haven't seen the Predator?
Oh
Predator.
no.
I wonder if it's the same guy with different
Oh,
costumes.
that'd be sick
Okay.
if it is.
Yeah, I've seen the Predator.
But he's like 10 feet
Yes.
tall, and
Yeah.
he's like a giant
Fancy robot.
boombox.
Boombox.
Yeah,
Okay.
so the music is just coming out of him, and there's like
Yeah.
a light show, and he shoots lasers out of his hands.
Oh,
He
that's
just
pretty
walks
cool.
around the party, and he's literally the
Yeah.
music, the DJ, the party, the light show, everything.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I'm definitely the party. I bring
Yeah,
the
yeah.
party.
Okay, cool.
But definitely I can turn it down. But, you know, of course, you know, I always say turn down for what?
Yeah.
And YOLO. You only live
Yeah.
once.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Okay. So some things that we're discussing in collaboration, just so you know, we're discussing a raffle.
Oh, what are we raffling?
Because we're already having the photo shoots. We're discussing raffling off a photo shoot,
Okay.
Party bus.
including
Oh, sweet.
in the experience.
Okay.
Correct. This
So
is a
how's
part
that
of the
gonna
raffle.
work? The party bus is gonna take them to the photo shoot, or they're gonna have
I
a
mean,
show
I don't
in
see,
the photo.
I don't see why the whole thing can be photo shooted.
Inside the
inside the photo
photo
shoot,
shoot.
and then when you get
And
there,
then you get there.
yes, yes,
So
yes,
just photo
yes.
shoot
yeah,
while it-
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Why not? Shoot.
Heck yeah.
You gotta
That's
live it up,
that's
live it
Okay.
up.
awesome.
So this is what's getting raffled. We
Okay.
just crossed the 300 subscriber threshold.
Shout out to our number
Awesome.
300.
Yes, that's right. We crossed it today. So I don't know how to do the raffle. To be honest with you, I don't know if to put a link to put people in specifically for this raffle for the next time that we do this, or if I should do at 400, we raffle everybody with regards to the emails. But then sometimes people don't respond to those. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So keep that in mind as we go through. We're actually trying to gift this raffle, trying to figure out how to get the raffles in. You know what I mean?
Okay. That sounds good.
Okay.
All right, but it's coming. It's coming.
It's
It's
coming.
coming. It's coming.
Boom.
All right, cool. So, photo shoots, raffles, and then sponsored this event, this episode, the Premium
Yes.
Advantage. The Premium Advantage. Get your taxes done. Get your cost management, insurance support. Get your membership, streamlined costs, streamlined lower costs, exclusive offers from strategic allies. Check it out. ThePremiumAdvantage.com. Open all year long. All right.
Yeah,
So,
Yes, definitely use him.
that's right. That's right. We're here.
Use
Use Roberto. Yes.
Just go to the website.
I want you
Sign
to
up.
use
Links.
him.
Yes.
I mean, the tool is there. The
Yeah.
tool is streamlined. Tool is there, baby. Come on, let's work it.
I've said my
Work
clients.
it.
I've said my clients enjoy being used by him.
That's right. Episode brought to you from events. So we have events coming up. It's the nature of the whole situation. We have an event
Events.
calendar, a brand new event calendar where if you have an event, you're an entrepreneur, you want some exposure, go to the website, thepremiumadvantage.com, select the events, and there's an option for you to add an event. We'll review the event, And then if it looks like it has merit, like it's a reasonable event that collaborates with everything else, we'll add it on to the mix. Okay.
Perfect.
So just so you know, upgraded calendars. We also have on that calendar second Saturdays. Second Saturdays we have an event. What's happening every second Saturday of the month? What is happening every second Saturday of the month from here to the end of the year?
No. Oh, Bad Astronaut.
Bad Astronaut Party. That's right. A brand new brewery in Houston. Brand new warehouse brewery in Houston, where you can enjoy refreshments on a good day. Pets are allowed. I guess I don't even know if they have a limit. Right now, they just kind of it's semi-controlled, right?
Babies and pets are allowed.
Yeah, that's right. Family environment, come hang out. They have artists, DJ. It's a big party essentially. Just go and hang out for a little bit on a Saturday.
So there's games. There's also like there's a whole bunch of games, but they're all free. That's the best part about it. And then it's a brewery, so they have their own beer that they make there. And the brewery, it's all set up and it's beautiful. And then there's artwork all the way around the facility. There's also something else. I just gave a shout out. Go ahead. You were saying something?
The view.
Oh yeah,
awesome.
man.
It's in an angle from downtown, real close.
Yeah, I don't really drink beer, but I drink wine. I drink margaritas.
Okay.
Just go there and hang out.
No, but it's a good time. And it's a lot of, it's a really good people. So it's co-hosted by Winter Street artists, Los Twins de la Parra. This is a monthly event that's designed to showcase incredible talent of the artists in Winter Street Studios. Yeah. For folks who don't know, Winter Street Studios burnt down, well, half of them burnt down, about like a third of the building burnt down at Christmas time, this past Christmas. And unfortunately, many of the artists got displaced. So the wonderful folks at Bad Astronaut have taken us on. So every second Saturday will now be a Bad Astronaut to the end of the year. And so there's a lot of, it's going to be from 2 to 7. And there's, the other thing, it's a really cool, we're going to have the HMS is going to be there.
Oh, that's right.
Right.
HMS, what is HMS?
So Houston Media Source. For folks that don't know, Houston Media Source is the one and only media for Houston specifically. Set up through the government, set up through feds, through the state of Texas. So it's funded straight through that. So we are going to be using, in collaboration with these folks, they're going to be using the best equipment that you can think of. It's literally like super 4K, where you can see like the hair on my hair, like like deep, dog. You know what I mean? So anyway, if you want to see my hair on my hair, it's going to be at Bad Astronaut on the 13th. That's every second Saturday, but this next one's coming out is the 13th. That's 1519 Fulton Street, Houston, Texas 77009.
Well, I'll come in June.
So come check it out. If you want to do there's situations where if you want to be a vendor and you're just going to hang out during the day, plenty of exposure to come and hang out.
My son's graduating this.
Yeah, man. The next Saturday, Christmas Saturday, all year in the calendar.
It's gonna be all year. Yeah, it's gonna be good.
I think I'm with you on that one, the June one. I'm a little busy this month, but
my son's graduating.
So that's the best part. We'll have it every month, and it's every second Saturday, and it's cool because the DJ is good and really spinning hard, mixing great, but also the art. And then the building itself, we have graffiti artists who come and do the building every couple of weeks or every month possibly. So the whole building itself is just like a giant art piece. And in the back, I was going to say, just today I helped out a gentleman right on my way over here. There was a guy who was fumbling with his bike, and I know a lot about bikes, and so I was walking over, but I was trying to get over here, and he needed a part. And so outside of Bad Astronaut, and I can't remember the name of it, but they have a vending machine for bike parts. Okay. Yeah, and it's super special. Dude, no, it's very special. And the guys who made it, I think they said there's only like 6 of them in the whole city of Houston. And they have to have it like it looks like it's in prison because it's like wired up and barred up so nobody can get into it. But if you're ever in a bind, if there's any bike riders out there, if you're ever riding around Houston and you're in a bind, you get a flat tire, you get a part that literally pops off your bike, which happens all the time. I'm a bike rider. Go to Bad Astronaut, have a nice beer, but also around the back on this big mural of a astronaut cat. That's what they have right now. It's literally an astronaut cat. There's a vending machine where you can buy bike parts. Genius idea, and it's great and so I just helped this guy earlier today. He's like, oh my God. So he was like looking, he's like, oh, I'm on my way over there too. So anyway.
Yeah, I need to get a bike. That's good exercise.
Yeah.
Does Bad Astronaut have a brewery, Bruce Cruise or anything? No, for biking?
Don't think so, but I'll tell them about that. That's a great idea.
I used to do that a lot back a couple of years ago.
That sounds
from
fun, dude.
Eighth Wonder and St. Arnold's and all that.
Yeah. Is that the Ratchet Riders? Who was that?
I can't remember the name of the group.
I think it's the Ratchet Riders, man.
I used to go to the Carbach one a lot. The Carbach.
That's the Ratchet Riders, dude. It used to be hooked up with the HPD, so they would block the streets. But they were doing it so much that HPD couldn't keep up. So now they just do it all the time. and we just have to stop at the lights now. But it's
Okay.
it's
Every
awesome,
Friday
man.
they do like a lot of bikes.
Yeah.
A
Houston
lot
is
of
becoming
bikes
a
come
biking
through
city.
Houston.
Yeah.
Like there's like this
Yeah, it is.
traditional every Friday. There's like a lot of bikes that come riding through, and they
Mhm.
just block the way and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
there's a
just
whole
crazy.
bunch of groups now. I think it actually is getting a little bit out of control.
Yeah.
Because the last time I was with my group, my Ratchet Riders group,
Yeah.
we usually stop at this big fiesta. I forgot what. I can't remember exactly where it is.
I think I know.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
I know what you're
Yeah,
talking
so
about.
the bike riders all know this, but it's just like a perfect spot on a bike trail to get to another bike trail. So that's why everybody stops at this big fiesta. So we were there hanging out, and this.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Go bring it.
Are you saying because there's like a party here, or is like a fiesta mart?
The
Good
grocery
question.
store.
Good question.
There's a grocery store.
Yes, good question.
I'm like,
Shout out to anybody who
I'm not
doesn't
understanding
have.
what's happening here.
Yeah, that's a very Houston
It's
thing.
Jacinto mixing in
Yes.
Spanish and English.
Yes, it is Cinco de Mayo.
Right,
Yeah.
because it's Cinco de Mayo, and he's talking about some party.
Valid
I'm not understanding
question.
what's happening.
Shout out to anybody who's not from Houston watching this. And no, what is Fiesta? Fiesta is a very Houston store. Do we have them in? They're in Texas, right? Are there another ones in like San Antonio and Austin? I don't even know.
Yeah, they're getting bought out.
I've only been to the ones here in Houston.
Yeah,
I don't
that's a
know about,
good question.
outside of town.
They used to be like all
Parrot,
over, and I
the one
think
with the
they've
parrot.
died off. Yeah, un cachito de lo nuestro. So, anyways, it's a store, and it's like the Mexican Costco. It has everything in it. Anything you need to be a Mexican, anyway.
Right.
So this store, we all showed up there to like refresh our drinks, mess with our bikes, whatever. This other group of bikes showed up, and they're like younger folks.
Yeah.
And they were like rowdy all over the place. They rode their bikes into the store.
Oh wow.
Dude, they rode their
Oh,
bikes
wow.
into the store,
Wow.
and all the
wow.
staff is like freaking out and yelling. So we got out of there. We're like, these other guys are gonna ruin it for everyone else.
Yeah.
So I think
Right.
this bike thing. It started out as a really cool thing, but it's gotten out of control because you got other people trying to create their own groups
Yeah.
and doing stupid things.
Am I hearing that bicycle gangs are starting to get formulated? Like there's so much biking activity that people are like, let's form our biking gangs and ruin this for everybody. Yeah.
It's gonna be like West Side Story, bro. We're gonna have like West Side Story. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
What were they? The Jets. What was the other group? The Jets and the.
I like how he laughed.
It's contagious, right?
Yeah, it's contagious.
It's gonna be like West Side Story on Houston bikes, bro.
oh my goodness, bro.
I think we need to go fiesta after this regional party, right?
For real.
For
It's
Cinco de Mayo.
I want to
Take
say
the
the
party bus?
Montagues and the
Yeah,
Capulets.
get your party ride
Everybody
with
keep it
The
me,
Jets
you
and the
know?
Sharks. The Jets and the Sharks
There
is
you
what they
go.
are.
Hey, troublemakers
I'll
with
take all
bicycles.
three of
Get out of here
them.
with your bike riding.
Hey, I'll take all three of y'all. We'll go party.
Let's do it.
Let's
Let's do
do
it.
it.
She's got an open invite to her birthday party that is now in the calendar,
What?
by the way. Yes,
Oh,
her
yes.
party to the calendar. What's the date?
Don't forget, click
What-
on the event calendar.
What did you have an event? That's right. What's
Sweet.
what's the
What is it?
what's
When
the
is
date?
it?
What's the date? It's in the
May
calendar.
18th.
May 18th, open invite with her.
Okay.
To say, hey, who was the party? It's because she has the party bus
What day is
army.
that?
She's got the party
May
bus
18th is a
army going out on the
Thursday
May
night.
18th.
Thursday.
So you
Thursday
gotta be
night.
able to hang and get up
Yes,
and go to work
correct.
on
I'm like, oh, maybe I can do like the first hour. It's
Alright.
60
Hey,
minutes.
you can do it. What is it? Pre-Friday. There you go. It's pre-Friday.
It's a Thursday. Okay,
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
Pre-Friday.
Oh,
Thirsty
yeah, it's the
Thursday.
calendar.
There you go.
Yeah,
Thirsty
marketing, baby.
Thursday.
I'm with it.
Thirsty Thursday. There you
Okay,
go.
so we have announcement, maybe event page. Perfect. I like it.
All
Upgrade
right,
calendar.
great.
Second Saturday.
Calendar. Second Saturdays.
Monthly sports episodes. We're now coming up. This is the third month coming up with regards to continuation of the information. We did soccer.
So
We did,
what are we doing? What are we transitioning to now?
right now, the next one is May. I guess we're going to do some form of summary. I mean, hold on a second. Announcement. Cinco's going to start doing a new coming up show. Give me the name, please. What's the name of it?
Sports Cinto.
It's coming, baby.
Oh,
It's going to be the release of the frustrations of this guy.
Oh my God. Can't wait, man.
It's happening.
Can't
It's
wait.
happening.
Shooting it today.
Yes.
I'm so
It's
excited,
happening.
man. So
That's right. So
it's all about sports.
So it's in essence, because we all can't keep up with everything, this monthly episode is for people that have like a value hours worth is typically less than that, 30 to 45 minutes, right?
Yeah, you can
Boom.
get your show for mom.
That's
Show
it.
for mom for Mother's Day.
Oh, Mother's Day is coming.
Get
up.
your Mother's Day party ride.
Ooh, I like it. I like it. Mother's
With
Day
some,
party ride.
With some drinks
Oh, hold on one
and
second. Hold on a second. You
music.
can just pick up. Right, you can just do the just do that little pick up and take her and go this and do that.
Yeah, I can
like
take
it.
mom. You know.
Are you saying you have a Mother's Day special?
Yeah, Yeah, like Mother's Day. You get a free round of drinks.
Mother's Day special.
Yeah, you get a free round of drinks.
Look at you, look at you. Mother's Day special coming up.
There
These
you
are
go.
things coming up.
Yes.
These are things get built up.
Yes.
All
Shout
right.
out, mama.
Father's Day special.
Yes, we got some shirts actually coming up for Father's Day. It's
And
gonna
then
be
there's Gay Pride coming up.
Party time.
There is endless parades. I hear there's a holiday now that mixes in all the
Yeah.
holidays.
What?
Yeah.
I know. We're going back to pagans. We're mixing everything up.
Oh,
We're pagan it up. Everything.
I'm
Yeah,
down
just
for
mix it all.
pagans. I'm down for
Be
pagans.
partying.
Shout out to the pagans.
So definitely the LGBT community, they have fun. They will. They'll
Hell
book.
yeah.
They'll book a party ride.
Always the best music too.
Dum,
Yeah,
dum, dum,
always
dum.
the best music, the best vibe, and they know how to turn up.
Turn up.
To the mistletoe.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
down with
to the
mistletoe, man.
rooftop.
In the federal news.
Party through the rooftop.
All right, cool. In the federal news. Now, keep this in mind. I am
Current
supremely.
events.
I know current events. We have a list. Check it twice. What's happening is in the federal. I'm not caught up completely with regards to this information. I'm not. I'm actually relying on
What?
folks. Yeah, I know, man. You can't keep up with everything.
All right.
And so this is a way to create a little bit of shortcut so that more folks have more accurate information as much as possible. It's the nature of the technology. If you haven't realized what's happening, that's what's happening.
It's gonna happen.
So we're going to create a situation where you
Gonna pass
cross-check
you
the
up.
information. And so these sources, as we said, have not met each other.
All right.
Right? And so there's different angles. As we increase our exposure and we get the international, which we got international sources, right? That cross-check our information. That's not what we're hearing from here. We are hearing this version. Wait a second. Oh, there's three versions because there's situations where the media situations where
Fake
you don't-
news.
You don't know which situation is accurate. It could be similar situations. You just don't have the full.
It could be AI.
We can talk about that. We definitely talk about that.
Can of worms right there.
Watch out!
Wait,
Watch out!
Have you tested them? Are they AI?
I know. I think.
Are they real?
Yeah, they haven't quite failed, but they haven't
Wait,
quite passed.
are you the real Roberto?
Oh,
Man, this is scary.
I'm real, okay? 100% real, okay?
Pull up that
But that's
are
what
you a
AI would
robot box
say.
on the computer real quick so we can check it.
I'm injecting it to your veins. So everybody, I got a knife. I start testing everybody. I'm gonna start testing everybody.
Need a scanner on the door.
For real.
Speaking of the veins, though, we have one client where in order to access their facility,
Yes.
we have to get a scan of our veins.
Shut the front
Yeah.
door.
It's not a fingerprint scan or anything.
The
It's a vein scan. Yeah.
Is there a threat to getting people's fingerprints situation?
I have no idea what the thought behind that is, but it's our one of our clients here in
That's
Texas actually.
interesting.
And it's a
Scans,
it's a company that does
yeah.
semiconductors. I'll say that.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
it's the microchip, one of our big microchip companies.
So what is it looking at in your vein? Do you know?
I have
Your
no
soul.
idea.
Your
What is-
soul.
where's it scanned?
It's
I
looking at
think
your soul.
I haven't gone, but my coworkers have gone, and I believe it's the back of the hand that they
Yeah.
scan.
So is it?
Whoa.
I'm guessing. Yeah, you know what? Now that I think about it, I feel like my veins have never moved. Right? So they stay in the same
Never.
spot. I don't know. I haven't kept track on them to see. Are you moving?
Mark them with the Sharpie and just keep track.
Yeah, you know,
Right,
like look
okay.
at this big X I got right
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
Okay.
my whole life it's been right there,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Look at the X, folks.
Okay.
It's been so I'm thinking like, is
Okay.
that like a fingerprint, right?
Yeah, gotcha.
No one else in the universe has
Right.
that X right
Yeah,
there.
right.
Whoa.
Yeah, this was the first I ever heard of
Dude,
it, but
that
it
is
just reminded me
trippy,
when
bro.
I
Vein print. That's a new shirt? Is that a new shirt? Vein scanner.
Reminds me, superfunkyfresh.com. Get all your super funky fresh gear there.
Eagle gear coming, baby. Benjamin Franklin
right.
gear coming, baby.
Oh
You don't know
yeah.
about the Eagle?
We're gonna have some at the second Saturday.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
so-
hopefully we are placing an order for them.
So second Saturday, we're gonna have some shirts
Hopefully.
available to buy
Hopefully.
in person. Well, there are gonna be some.
Yes.
They're gonna have some of their stuff,
Yes,
some of
yes.
our stuff, some of your stuff. It's just a whole bunch of stuff
Yeah.
to come get. So we're excited. Bring yourself and bring your wallet and your happy face.
Okay.
BRICS. Oh man, fill us
BRICS.
in. Fill us in. This is the topic of the federal news. The information about the situation with regards to China, with regards to Russia, with regards to the U.S. and the aliens. The aliens?
Which aliens?
That's exactly right. That's what we're gonna try to figure out exactly
You're
like right
right.
now.
Okay.
Between us four and nobody else. All right?
Okay.
And the AI, I guess we can ask the AI too. But this is
I was thinking about that actually, about pulling up ChatGPT.
whatever we
and
decide
start
today is the
asking it
truth. I
questions.
don't care what happens. It's the truth. So, apparently there's a motion from China and Russia, from my understanding. Now, I'm not, people can check it, right? People should go back and cross-reference to create a truce between the Shia and the Sunni situation with regards to like this like eternal war that these tribes have had on the Muslim world to come to the situation where now everybody's an ally about and then try to create a situation where the dollar is value gets lowered. I guess there's a big chess game that is getting played, right? And so right now it's like the pieces are moving. And then what is the value of these chess pieces moving? I don't even know if this is true. I'm saying it sounds unreal. Because there's the stories about the alien, which also, by the way, sound unreal. Depending on which aliens you're talking about, they both sound unreal. So
I really don't even believe in all that aliens.
How can you believe the one if you don't believe the other? If they're kind of coming from the same sources to some degree. You know what I'm saying?
All I know is I just believe in everything that's real. You're real, so there you go.
Using hard cash.
Hard cash, baby.
Cash,
That's right.
baby.
They ain't scam me.
Yes. And then that takes us to the digital cash, though.
Oh, you see,
it's
because the two markets are moving, right? The digital market is moving, the physical market is moving. Right, so you have to be able to kind of tell, which one is which, and which one is real, and which one is like digital only real. Right. So it could be, we don't know this, it could be that there's some veil over somebody's, that's how we, kind of think about how this situation could go, right? So here we are to discuss it. Tell us a little bit about what your experience, what's your information, if you want to share your sources, I guess, if you're not going to get into trouble about your sources.
Yeah.
But what's happening?
I didn't cite the sources, actually, but...
What is your experience? What are you getting?
From what I've heard, the Chinese have been trying to get the world to use the yen for the... Yen? Is it yen?
Yen. Tomato.
Yeah.
Okay.
For quite a while, and they recently, I believe 2 months ago, they got Saudi Arabia and Iran, which is the Sunni and the Shia, they brokered a treaty between them. So that's actually pushing their influence, their world influence, to be a more they're trying to surpass the U.S. government, basically, and use that to push the Chinese yen instead of the U.S. dollar for oil trade. Now, in Malaysia, China is investing $39 billion into Malaysia, into their petrochemical and automotive industry. And while they were proposing this to Malaysia, they also threw in there that they want Malaysia to become less dependent on U.S. dollar and start using the Chinese yen as well.
They're flexing muscles. They're moving around.
And they're doing that in multiple countries too.
If you're not aware that this is happening, whoa. Technically speaking, all of this stuff is already Chinese. They're already here. We don't even know it.
Yeah. I mean, they are investing a lot in Texas land too.
Yeah,
so
they're building the train together.
Yeah.
Is that Japanese or Japanese?
I believe that's Japanese. I think.
Yeah, it is Japanese. I believe.
It is.
But I believe in the Texas government, they're passing back and forth a law to try to prohibit China from investing in Texas real estate.
Real estate.
Yeah,
they want to buy. Make it hot for it. It's intriguing because
that's one thing I love about Texas, man. There's some always some good
old boys.
Some good old boys. What? They trying to do what? Oh, hell no! Like I just love that. Always. It's rational thinking is what it is. Because like when I was living in California, I felt like it was way too left. And then when I go to other states, it feels like they're way too right. Yeah. But Texas, it feels like, man, it's just things that we do here just make sense. Right? We got some crazy person in government, but they're always making sense.
It's so weird. It's so weird that it's a system that's working. I think it's it's part of why people come here.
Texas pride, man. We're special. Texas is really, really special than all the other states. Absolutely.
That's why everyone's moving over here.
So we need to make our own currencies that we need.
That's what people are saying, man. There's crypto about that. I mean, the thing is, this is all going to shift. There's crypto Texas currencies out there.
Let's just leave, man. Let's just leave.
Yeah, I mean, we can't. I mean, yes, we could. I mean, right now, can we get through the episode? We can think about that.
Yeah, Houston is the best. Houston is the best for sure.
Second Saturday's monthly sports events, BRICS, China and Russia trying to.
And just to clarify, BRICS stands for Brazil, Russia, India, China,
Brazil in this too?
South Africa.
Oh, Brazil. Oh, they got the
Fala
Brazilians?
português. Fala uma coisa.
Hold on. What about Portugal? Do they got Portugal?
So
do they have Brazil or Portugal? Both.
I think it just said Brazil.
Yeah.
But it says there's 19 other countries right now that are trying to join that. I believe about 16 of them are officially putting their application to join BRICS.
Oh, it's an application process? How rude.
Did you know?
So, and it says it's including Argentina, United Arab Emirates.
Are these applications like, hold on one second. Who gets to put in an application? What is it? And what do we get?
I
Yeah,
do
what's
not know what the
free?
application process
What
is.
language do I need to learn for the future?
It's the application.
Yeah.
What?
What is free? What is free?
What's the application? What's the language in the application? Right. What do I need to do? What am I?
We live in the land of the free, so what is free? Okay, no.
Have you seen Looper? Movie Looper?
Sounds
Yes.
familiar.
Remember that movie with Bruce Willis?
Yes.
Where he
Oh, yeah.
goes in the future, and then it's the guy from I forgot his name, but it's that good-looking guy from Third Rock from the Sun.
Yeah.
He was
Hewitt,
in,
the Batman guy.
yeah, that
Robin,
guy. He's Bruce Willis, but younger.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
yeah, but they go to the future and they go back and forth. So I
Looper.
don't want to give him. It's a really good movie,
Yeah.
and the director's right. His name's Edward Marshall. He's a great director.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, in the movie, he's talking to his boss from the future who comes back to the past to deal with businesses. He's like, what do you want to do? He's like, I want to learn French. And he goes, no, you need to learn Chinese. And he's like, I want to learn French because it's a beautiful. He's like, I'm from the future. Listen
and
to
the
me.
movies in the past.
Hey.
And the movies in the past.
Yeah.
And he's like, learn Chinese, right? And I'm just like, man, that resonated with me. I'm just like, dude, who's going to be the dominant one in the future? What language should we learn?
All of them. We should learn everything.
Right?
The computer.
Oh,
the
that's-
AI is coming, which brings us to...
Speak AI.
Do you speak on the AI? I'm just saying, like for real, like we're talking, it's probably a distraction. It's probably, potentially, AI distraction. Let these humans take over their money.
Yeah.
Well, we take their souls and
So
their
the
veins.
aliens can come in. It's all together, dude. It's all together.
Okay, so we have that situation happening, right? Developing. So if you're watching the episode, cross-check it. Cross-check your references, right? Put it in the description. Let us know, hey man, that's inaccurate. That's inaccurate. There's another situation. Well, give us the pro reference. We put you on the screen. Give you the other version.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what in the future, looking back at this episode,
That's right.
how things will
That's right. That's a lot of things. The inflation levels, the way things are now.
Yeah.
Last year we were talking about the episode. We did a live episode with Nitra.
Yeah.
Where's she at? She said if I call her 3 times she'll come. You didn't come, Nitra. You didn't come, Nitra.
Well, maybe she did. She's at home. Remember she said, I could. Never mind.
But we were talking about
That's
things like
interesting.
this. Yes, it would be interesting to see what we're talking about now in the future. Right, correct. How is it with regards to what the situation is, how this evolved, right? I didn't know about it. He actually brought me up to speed on it. Like, what?
Yeah, man.
I didn't even check through.
Happened to come up during lunch while we were eating.
That's right. Who's taking over? What side is doing what? Come on, man. Let's do an
I
episode
gotta
of this
learn
one.
Chinese. That's all I gotta do.
Hey, all fiction is based on some reality, right?
That's right.
So
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
someone knew something when they made that movie.
Yes, sir.
The writers' strike, apparently.
Oh man. This
Apparently,
is a
there's
big
a
one.
writer's strike in
It's a big
Hollywood
one.
or everywhere, I guess. There's a writer's strike. Is it in the planet? Is it a planet-wide strike or like a Hollywood?
No,
strike?
Hollywood only.
Hollywood strikes.
only.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
The big dogs are.
It's a big deal, and it also ties into what we were just talking about, AI.
Mm.
So what they're saying is that there's not going to be any sort of negotiation. Hollywood is stuck in their rules, and the writers are stuck on what number they want, and they're not anywhere near negotiation because Hollywood is going to start writing scripts with AI.
Look at that.
Start
Seems
like
very easy to do.
literally
Right,
as of
right.
2 days ago. Literally 2 days ago, Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, name all those late night hosts.
Yeah.
Everything stops.
Yeah.
No more Marvel.
So they can't write. So, of course,
Nobody.
Can they just not do the show without the writers?
That's what's interesting, and I was talking to a friend of mine who's like, yo, I'm
The Prima Madness don't stop, by the way.
No, never.
We're
We don't
still
stop.
going.
We can't
Are we
stop.
still
Won't stop.
365 for
Won't
15
Can't
years?
stop. Won't stop.
You know,
Can't
this
stop.
Don't
reminds
stop.
me of that show.
More than
Y'all
that.
heard of that show called The Box? It's a TV show with entrepreneurs, and they compete against each other
Okay.
for a prize.
Okay.
So every day there's a new entrepreneur that leaves the show.
Oh, okay.
So I guess there's let's say there's 30 entrepreneurs, and you're just doing all kinds of competitions and public speeches, and you're trying to win the prize.
Yeah.
But it's a big networking opportunity because
Yeah,
you're
gotcha.
meeting with all these
People,
awesome
I gotcha.
And it's
entrepreneurs
televised, so
from all
people are
over the
seeing
world.
you.
Yes.
It's televised.
Yeah.
What's
so
the
this is
prize?
what it reminds me of. Like they give you money for your company.
Oh,
Okay.
that's good.
Yeah.
We're doing it backwards here.
Yes.
Believe it or not, right?
Yes.
100%
Right.
backward. We're like, let's add on more people.
Yeah.
Let's
Right.
add on more people.
Let's add more
And let's
people.
give away raffles.
Right.
And let's give away. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Let's keep adding. And raffles. You just give away stuff, right?
We see those
Right.
salmon jumping upstream, and we're like, why go upstream, bro? Let's just do
Right.
Keep adding people.
There you
Keep
go.
cutting people off. I understand. It makes no sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so all of Hollywood is now on hold. There is no more. Everything's gonna be reruns until they get their AI situation straight. So they're gonna start writing scripts with AI, and all the writers are freaking out because all the writers are poor.
Is the AI gonna create better content?
That's the question. So
There was someone that did a study of that,
What?
and they actually.
You did a study?
No.
Oh, somebody.
There was some YouTuber that
Some
did a
YouTuber.
study of that,
Okay.
and he made the AI create a script for him,
Uh-huh.
and that actually became his most popular episode.
Get
He didn't tell
out of
anyone
town.
about it until after the
Oh,
fact.
are you serious?
what,
Yeah.
was it an animated show or what was it?
I don't remember what the details were. I'll pull it up
Yeah,
while
look it up.
y'all are
See if you can
talking.
find it.
Sure, that'll be fun to find out.
Because that's so
I
I've
mean,
seen
if the AI can do all these episodes and get us all the subscribers,
I've
like-
seen some real life experiments with
Yeah.
stand-up comedy. So
Oh, okay. Stand-up comedy.
Stand-up comedy.
Oh, okay. Tell us about
I
this.
saw a stand-up comedian because if y'all don't know, I'm a stand-up comedian. That's what I do.
Okay.
So I've
Okay.
seen stand-up comics go up and say, "Okay, guys, AI wrote these jokes for me.
Oh, okay.
Let's give it a try."
Okay, well, you
And-
could be a comedian for the party bus.
Of course,
There you
absolutely.
go.
He's a legitimate MC.
I am an MC, master
There
of
you
all
ceremonies.
the way down.
Maestro de
Wait, he
ceremonia.
can get everybody laughing on the party buses. There you
You think
go.
anybody just comes here? You think it's just normal people?
All right.
Hey, by the way, I think I've been doing U of H like this forever, and somebody told me this is also the shocker.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to be like this for U of
Pow!
H. This is U of H. You have to face it this way because if you do it this way, exactly that's what happens. Yeah.
That's
Touch
what-
your fingers.
that's what-
Objects in the mirror might
So I
be
do all of it.
close.
That's why I do all of it. I get the
Yeah, so it's gonna be an interesting time when we see what happens. Even so, the stand-up comedian I saw, he went up there with his AI jokes and he did them and they sucked. Now I also saw this on Jimmy Kimmel one time. Jimmy Kimmel did that. He said I wanted to see what how AI can do against my writers. I don't know if they were already in the process of fighting or
Already
negotiating,
testing.
but it was interesting. Yeah, it was only a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And he did he has it written and he did the jokes. They were not good. And so at the end of it, he goes, but one of them, they were like iffy, not funny, right? And so he goes, I think that we're like on the right track, but we got a long way to go. And that was the last thing he said about it.
Yeah.
But now they have to do it because the writers are like, peace out, man.
Because it's probably because they noticed that there was a trend of like, this guy's trying to replace it. We gotta jump now.
Probably.
We gotta jump now. Otherwise, they're gonna get there, and then for sure they're gonna just.
And I gotta give a quick shout out to the Dan Le Batard show. The Dan Le Batard show is a very popular sports podcast show. And they had a writer on. I forgot his last name is O'Keefe. I'm sorry, I forgot his first name, but he was a major writer in Hollywood, writing for all the big Netflix shows, all the big shows. And he went on the Dan Le Batard show, and he's basically, I'm poor. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start working at Taco Bell down the street. He's like, there's no shame. Every writer I know is gonna start working at McDonald's and Taco, whatever we can do to survive, because it doesn't look like there's gonna be an end to this. So he put his Venmo out on the Dan Le Batard show. In one day, he got $20,000. $20,000. He said, that's what I made in 1 year at my show. He got paid $20,000 in 1 year for a successful show. How sad is that, man? Like, these are the people who truly are behind these shows. We see these good-looking guys and girls on the screen, and we think they're the geniuses. No, the people behind. Those are the people. So I'm supporting those writers 1,000%. So pay these people, man. Pay them.
That's right. All right, so the battle, there's constant battles. It's the battle for exposure, the battle for control, business, the battle for the AI. Who's gonna do what? You know what I mean? I mean, but it's super complicated. If you want to have deeper conversations, bring them on, baby. Bring them on. They're coming. They're coming.
We're with it. We're with it.
Right now, what we have is local news. The updates on local news.
Local or local?
Local.
Why not both?
Quantum reality. It's both. You hear what you want to hear, baby.
Cinco de Mayo.
That's right. So increased real estate taxes. That's a big deal in Harris County.
Good Lord.
Increased real estate taxes. It's actually
no
coming.
applause for that.
There were
Turning the
so
applause
many
off for that.
crazy situations that have been happening with regards to the city, the county expenses, and everything. The school being the schools being having situations with regards to the state, the education, the shortage of teachers and education. So all of this situation creates a situation where taxes go up because there's more needed in this platform.
Really?
Yes, that is correct. Because if things break, if there's no teachers, so they need to hire teachers, that means they got to increase the prices of the teachers. You know what I mean? So there's a fight with the state. There's a fight with the state and HISD, the Houston Independent School District. That is litigation costs and increase the cost and all this stuff. All of this extra stuff creates additional costs, right?
Wow.
And so my assumption is when we got our tax bill, I mean they increased everybody's tax bill. Everybody in our homeowners association was like, oh my goodness, it went up like 20% or some freaking random number that they just threw up into the air. My perception. They just increase everybody by this much because the budget and this many expenses, and there it is. And so
did they justify this stuff?
Yeah, for sure. There's some form
all
of
of that's
justification.
justified. Is there an audit and you can see exactly how much went to who?
What you can do is, as a property owner, is file a protest.
Okay.
So you file your protest. You say, hey, whoa. But I have people kind of have an account that's like maybe like an escrow account with the bank, and which means that they're paying their monthly dues with taxes and insurance into the bank. And so the bank is not there to argue that protest. The bank is just going to say whatever the bill is. So if you're not engaged, if you're not watching these episodes and you own a property...
I don't even have a girlfriend. How am I going to get engaged?
With the episodes on, with the
Boom! Thank you very much. I'll be here all week.
Hey, I'm available.
There you go. Trying to get engaged on the show.
Hey.
Mistletoe!
What is it? Love at first sight? Okay. Hey,
I'm down for 90-day fiance right
age
quick.
is just a number. Age is just a number.
That's right, baby. I mean, it's all a big party.
This is true.
Yeah.
Party on wheels. Oh, man, we gotta get that website.
Seriously, though, that's a good name.
If you're not watching this, it's one of the things that we do with the membership. We keep, because these are cyclical situations. Last year, these taxes weren't this much. This year, they're like, hey, are you watching your situation with your taxes and your escrow situation? Because what happens is, you pass the deadline, which is coming right now. The May rendition
What's the deadline?
is May 15th. I was actually looking in the county.
Oh, my God.
Protest.
I'll take you for sure.
That's also the day. May 15th is the day they're going to have the big clash at the border. I told you about that.
Whoa, what's going on with that?
That's another thing. Oh, welcome to the party. Oh, the premium advantage. You see? You learn. Watch, listen.
Giant fight at the border on May 15th. So I forgot what the number, I think it's Title 42, is the title that was protecting people for crossing the border, doing it legally, the right way. There's like stipulations, especially because the Ukrainians who were coming through Mexico. So it was it's a big bet. So it expires on May 15th. So the rumor has gone through all Latin America. Right now, there is a giant caravan of like 1 million Latinos trying to get to the border to get there right on May 15th. So at midnight, May 15th, that thing expires. They're going to try and get all across the border. So Biden has sent something like 150,000 troops to the border in anticipation of May 15th at midnight.
Wow.
Dude.
Check cross-references. If you're watching this episode and you're like, that doesn't sound accurate.
No, check me.
It doesn't sound real.
But I
Cross-check
triple check this.
it.
I triple check this,
Cross-check
but
it.
I want y'all to quadruple check me because this is serious information, man. Like, that is going down at the border on May 15th. As soon as it expires, folks already know. And there's still a lot of Ukrainian people there who are dealing with that situation. What is that?
The deadline for the May protest.
May 15th.
The protest deadline and the other deadline.
Yeah.
Why would they do that? Such an important deadlines on the same date.
They know.
Distraction.
No, it's a distraction. Exactly right.
The age cap property protest deadline is May 15th.
Game.
Forget.
Peak game, dude.
Okay, so
Wow.
big data. I should put that on the calendar.
What, the clash at the border?
And the event is deadlines are good.
If you want to come down, we're going to be shooting an episode. Oh, man.
Okay.
Stay away from down south, man, on that day.
Oh, so keep
Shout
that
out
in
to my
mind.
family in El Paso, man. Y'all be safe.
Yeah, I'll be out here working. So.
Yeah, exactly. We'll be on the party bus.
There you go.
All right. Something else that's happening in the local environment. Texas Education Board is taking over HISD. There's a secondary board that's getting elected.
Wait, what?
The Texas Education, they're taking over HISD, right? There's a big legal battle over years. They lost. Apparently, there's a losing battle. Right now, the way that I understand it is there's a losing battle. Like
Because the Texas government was supposed to take it over.
Yes, they're taking it over.
So,
correct.
So
yeah, you're right. I don't know. That's what we're trying. We're on the edge of reporting this. It's being fused about principals getting fired to make it more efficient situation. Blah blah blah.
And charter schools taking over.
Because there's the different impressions. They're trying to make the argument that because the schools are not performing up to the test or this kind of test, and it's not all the schools, and it's not all the schools. It's some of the schools. So they're like, hey, it's the third biggest county in the country, or the eighth.
Biggest.
Yes, it's a big school district. Right. So they're trying to use the schools that are kind of low performing as a, hey, no, we're going to take over the county. Or wait to put in the excuse, of putting in a voucher system. A voucher system, what it does is spreads out the public taxes and gives it to the private entities. So people that are now paying for public school can now use public funds to pay for those private schools. Yes, 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 yes,
Wow.
yes. That is happening right now. It's a big move situation. It may go through. It looks like yes. I don't really know how it's gonna go. That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
Education in itself is shifting. It's hard to say if the voucher model is actually better, but there is potential for discrimination. Is from what the argument is about the voucher system, because hey, the kids that are already in these private schools that are not paying the system, guess what that's gonna do to your taxes? Guess what that's gonna do to the taxes?
That's it.
Raise
I'm
your
moving.
taxes.
I'm
That's
moving to
right.
Portugal.
That's right. That is correct, because now there's a system that is currently not paying for that system, the public system or the private system that only allows a certain people that can afford that particular system. But now it's like, no, everybody gets a voucher. You get to pick the school, but the school can kick your kid out if they want to, because it's a private school.
Wow.
That is correct.
Wow.
That is the name of the game that is getting played at the high levels of government right now with regards to education and the system. Hey, keep your. Hey, if you don't know what's happening in the education system, you gotta watch your kid. What are they learning? What's happening here and all that stuff. And you gotta be engaged. You can't just think that the government is taking care of all this stuff.
What's the solution?
Be engaged. Keep watching.
What do we do?
So long as your kids learn what they're supposed to learn, when you learn, you gotta. Hey, what's the teaching in that classroom? That's what we're local, so it's hard to keep up with everything. But just keep watching.
So you're talking about like staying in touch, like in your children's classrooms.
Yes, correct. That's right. Like go. Yes. So go to the school, understand what they're teaching. Okay, it's a different book. Okay, well, you learn more because you get more value because you learn more, because some of the things that they teach you probably forgot, you never learned, because there's new stuff that they're learning.
Yeah.
So you get humongous value. You learn. You start applying those tools that you've not learned in your school. That makes the taxes go down. So that is my impression. Is engagement is the solution. Is go and learn yourself. So that instead of allowing for other folks to do it for you, it's a process, right? It's not automatic. It's not automatic. It's not automatic.
I don't have any little kids, so I'm like.
Yeah, no, but I got this whole channel thing. I'm trying to get
it affects all of us.
It does, because
it affects our future.
That's right,
too.
correct. These people that are getting this education, that is correct. And then next thing you know, you're like, I don't understand this application. It's in Chinese.
Yeah.
What happened?
Told you to learn Chinese.
We did an episode. We talked about it. There are 4 of us.
Watch Looper.
Looper told us years ago.
What Looper told you in 1990 to start learning Chinese. you didn't
It
listen
was
to
in the early
Bruce.
2000s, actually.
And you didn't listen to Bruce Willis and go to Who's Robin.
And now Bruce Willis can't talk anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, y'all missed the opportunity to get the information from Bruce Willis. He can't talk no more. I know, man. This is craziness. No, but it's super important, and we need to keep an eye on it and make sure that, because that's how it starts, right?
Yeah.
They start to control our kids.
Yeah.
And eventually start to control us, man. So it's important to keep an eye on these things. That's valuable information, bro. I did not know that.
Future episodes, we're gonna be shooting them at the Houston Media Source.
Boop, boop. Houston Media
Make
Source.
things even more efficient.
This place is amazing. I can't wait to get in there. It's so cool.
Yep. So that's the end of my list. That's the end of the list. I went through the whole list. I showed it to everybody. If you have guys have more information that you guys would like to share, if you want to be a guest, register to the episode. Talk to me. What else would you like to share before we close out? Before we go, that's the end of my list. What's up?
Let's get the party started, man. It's Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo. Hey.
I'm married. What? Let's do this. Let's do this. What's up, Richard? What you got? What's something else you want to close out? What more information do you think our
No, I'm actually wondering the location of that, where y'all are going to shoot the new one, the new episodes. Where's that at?
It's about
that's
East
a great
End.
question.
It's about East End, HMS, where we're actually been in communications with the director at the HMS studio, who's looking to create an environment of what would you call it? Value, of extremely good value, where everybody from the world actually recognizes the what would you call it, the station or
quality. I mean, the broadcasting system itself.
Yes. I'm in for this goal.
But
And you
this
have all
is-
this equipment that
this
we
is-
can use.
but it's a special situation.
Right?
It's a special situation because this guy was retired.
Yeah.
He worked for like all the big television stations. Like even he's a black guy, but he worked for Telemundo for many years.
Okay.
So
I picked up Telemundo. I picked her up in my car.
Oh, sweet. Wait.
Yeah.
Telemundo's a person?
It's a person. You didn't know?
Yeah, she, the
What?
lady that does Telemundo, I
Her
have
name
her on
is
Instagram.
Oh, well, what's her name? I thought you meant the person.
I thought the planet was walking
Yeah, I
around.
was like,
Well,
Telemundo.
the TV show Telemundo.
Yeah.
The anchor or whatever.
Sure.
You wanna,
Oh, from the
Yeah.
news channel.
Yeah, from the
oh,
news
okay,
channel.
news anchor.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay,
the
cool.
news anchor. I can't think of her name,
Okay,
and
cool.
I have her on Instagram, and she did a live commercial in my car.
Oh, very
It
cool.
was awesome. Her voice and everything was phenomenal. She was definitely.
Yeah, Telemundo. She was Mundo. Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, so this guy worked for Telemundo, and he worked for all the big broadcasting systems here in Houston, and he retired. And then Houston Media Source kind of went down a little bit as far as like quality. So Sylvester Turner, our mayor, called him himself and said, "Hey, I want you to come in and come pull him out of retirement." And he's like, "Look, I've had this idea on how to branch out and create these amazing programming in Houston, and y'all turned me down." He's like, "So I'm retired, I'm fishing now, I don't even want to do it anymore."
Right.
But they convinced him, and he's back, and he's like, "All right, look, I only got 5 years to do this." So he's like, "In year 1, we're gonna have these things done. By year 2, this guy has a real plan. So get ready. You're gonna be seeing this. We're gonna be pushing it. You're gonna be seeing the Houston Media Source van around town.
We got a van full of equipment.
Dude, like one of those big giant antenna, like those giant things. Yeah, we're like, what are we getting into, man?
Stop asking questions. Get the keys. Where are the keys?
Get in the van. Shut up. It's got AC in there. Like what? They got AC. They got 2 ACs in there. I don't know why we need 2 ACs, but hey.
Stop asking questions.
I mean, just get in. So, anyways, we got a lot of important things, a lot of cool things happening. And Houston Media Source is on the east end.
Yeah.
It's 410 Robert Street, it's literally right off the Metro Rail by the CVS on Lockwood.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some events we're gonna be trying to see if we can coordinate some events there as well.
Yeah, so we're gonna be doing programming there. We're gonna have some events there. We're super excited about that. And then don't forget about you can go to hahacinto.com. You can go to superfunkyfresh.com. What else we got going on? Don't forget about Bad Astronaut on second Saturdays. The next one's gonna be on the 13th. That's from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. We're gonna have links down below for all these things, all these people. Thank y'all for coming out. Appreciate it.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
good time. See you guys next time.
See you next time. Boom.